Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? All right, this is just a quick update. Someone wanted update about the new season for Gens, so this is just going to be going over the new things that are going live on the new season for our Gens on BossCraft, which is today, by the way, 5:17 at 4 p.m. Central Time. Like I said, this isn't made to advertise. If it's so, I would have made it a lot earlier than now. But here is the new things that's been added. There's been like 4 or 5 things that's been changed. First of all, levels. We have a lot more levels now. I think it goes up to 60 just because we have more farms. So that's why there's up to level 60. That's the first thing that changed. Second thing that changed is our harvest hoe enchants. So when you go to the actual farm itself, you get this hoe, which I have not set up yet, which I will in a second. This is your main harvest hoe. This is like your baby. This is what you're gonna be farming with. This is what you be doing everything with. So this hoe is got, as you can see, enchants and crystals. It's also got your leveling system, which is based on experience from farming. So you farm, you get your level up, and as you get your level up, you also earn something called Essence, which should be in here somewhere. I thought it was just slash Essence, but it's not. Weird. Okay, I'll have to check on that. But anyways, it's a command that will show you your essence, which should be also in here. It tells you, ooh, orbs. Sorry, I forgot we changed the name to orbs. Orbs balance. There we go. If you do orbs balance, it will tell you how many orbs you have. Sorry, I forgot I changed it from orbs to experience. But anyways, as you farm, you earn orbs and you earn experience. With orbs, you can spend them on custom enchants on your actual harvesting hoe, and then you have your prestiging, your hoe crystal, and everything is in there and explained on what it does if you do, for example, prestige your hoe. Or if you get crystals, you got your settings, and then you got your abilities here, which are like special power ups. That's really the biggest thing that's changed on this game. But yeah, that's there. And then the other thing that changed is, which I will get those in just a second. They're called BossCases. Give case pyro FD1, which are these little handy dandy things. You use a hopper to function this thing, and then of course a chest if you want to export or import, or you could put a chunk collector on top of the hopper. So how it works is, of course, you got your chest. You can either put it here and then put the hopper here and then the case here, or you could do it the other way around if you want this to infinitely store and then export, or export and then store. Hopefully that makes sense. But really all it is you just place this item right here, you right click it, and then it tells you that this is a boss case. So with the boss case, you can filter the item that go in, and you can only do one item at a time per case. However, it's pretty much infinite. You just have to get upgrades for it, which I'll show you in just a second. I Emerald 1. So let's say I am storing emeralds in here. I can't just put emeralds on the top hopper. So this is the hopper. This is how you're going to import things right there. So let's say you have a hopper right here picking up all this stuff, which goes into this case. And then when you want to export it, you put a hopper on the bottom and then a chest here. As you can see, it's not taking this because it doesn't identify the filter item. What you need to do is you need to right click the boss case and then put the emerald in there, and then it recognizes that you placed your filter, and now if you go to your storage, it tells you that you have 64 emeralds. So on based on this, when you get it as default, you start with 128 items capacity. Ignore the cost. There's no cost. You're going to have to earn the vouchers. So what you have to do is give paste voucher power FD1. It's very simple. I made it as explainable as possible. There's only one voucher to earn in this game, and that is a ×2 multiplier. So you just shift right click, and then that changed it to 256 items. You shift right click again, and that changed it to 512. That changed it to 1024, etc., etc. And like I said, you could put the, let's see, emerald, and then you could just go boop, and then see, as you can see, it just goes in, and then it stores it right there. And then on your filter, it says you do have emerald, And then you have 224 emerald in there stored right now, and you could just keep going. And then whenever you are ready to export, is it maxed out already? Current capacity. Oh, I wonder why it's not taking any. Oh, did I remove the? No, I didn't. But yeah, anyways, so it stores it in there, and then you can export it by placing the hopper under, and then that will export, as you can see right here. Oh, that's why, it's because it's importing and exporting. I'm like, wait, hold up, this doesn't look right. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, please let me know. That's really everything that's in here. As you can see now, it says there is 0 amount of emeralds. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all the new stuff that's been going on, and that's added to this server. It will make your gameplay a little bit easier and your life a little bit easier. We had a lot of complaints about chests taking forever. This will help out, especially if you have many of them. You will earn the vouchers and the infinite storages either from, of course, crates, or you can get them from Warp Trade. And I'm thinking of putting them in the clue scroll crate. So that's the plan. All right. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. If y'all have any more questions, please let me know. And y'all have a great day.